Right, we're going to look at something called electronic structure. Electronic structure. It's the first 20 elements they normally ask you to be able to do. So what we're going to do is let's bring up the periodic table. Right, so what you've got here is let's do it this way. I've got an element here. Here's the nucleus, okay? I'm not interested in the nucleus. What I'm interested in is the first two electrons run around this orbit. It's an electron shell here. 1, 2. You're only allowed 2. On the next shell, I'm allowed 8. Now, some people put them in pairs. I prefer them in pairs because when you're doing a dot and cross diagram, it's just a bit easier. So now my second shell is only allowed 8. Here's my third shell. And again, that is only allowed 8 electrons. It's got no more room. So now if I count the total number of electrons, I've got 2 plus, so I've got 2 on the first one, and I've got 8 on the next one. And then you've got another 8 on that one. So I've got 18 altogether. And if we look at calcium, we're after this atomic number. Can you see this here? Atomic number or proton number. We've got 18, we need another one. So what we'll do is we just draw another shell. So this is our fourth shell, and we just need to, for calcium, I just need to draw another 1, 2. So now I've got 20 electrons altogether. So I've just drawn the electronic structure for calcium. Okay, how do I get rid of that? There you go. Now, which one shall we do? Right, let's try neon. Let's try neon. So what you do is you draw the nucleus, and let's just put Ne. Now we're interested in trying to get, let me circle this. We want, so this is the, what's it called? I hope you can read that atomic number. And it stands for the number of protons. Right. It also happens that it's equal to the number of electrons, but it does not stand for the number of electrons. So we need 10 electrons. So what we do is we get this first shell. We said there's 2, so let's do 2. 1, 2. We need another shell. Whoa, we're only allowed 8 on this one. The world's greatest electron shell or orbital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I've got 10 altogether. I've got 2 on the first shell, 8 on the second shell, 10 altogether. So I've completed the electron structure for neon. Now, have you noticed the outer shell is full? It is a full outer shell. That's why it's inert. So listen to the language. It's inert. It just means unreactive. Right, which one should we do now? Look, let's do oxygen and carbon, and then we're done. Let's look at let me get rid of this. Let's look at oxygen. Let's look at, hello, there you go. Let's look at oxygen. So we're interested in this number 8. 8 is the atomic number. It stands for the number of protons. but we're interested in the number of electrons, and it happens to be equal to the number of protons. Good days. So let's start that. So let's draw a little circle in the middle. We'll call that oxygen for O. Now, first electron shell. We've got 2 electrons on there. 1, 2. We need a total of 8. So we need 6 more. So we draw another shell. And now I need 6 electrons. So I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've just drawn the electron structure for oxygen. Last one. And then we'll discuss a different way of writing it. Right, carbon. I've got 6. Atomic number is 6. Stands for the number of protons. The number of electrons equals the number of protons. So I need a 6 electrons. So I'll put a circle. Put C in there for carbon. And then I do my first electronic shell. And I'm only allowed 2 on the first one. So just change color. 1 and 2. I now need 6 take away 2 is 4, so I need 4 more electrons. So I draw another shell and I add 4, so I can add them in pairs. I'll add them in pairs, I think. You can put them anywhere, it's not a problem, as long as it's clear that you've done 4. So now I've just drawn carbon. Now another way of writing the electron structure is something like this. You write down each. So let me just explain the first one to you. So there's my first shell. So I'm going to write 2 and then dot. Here's my second shell. So I'm going to write 3. Did I write 3? Oh my god. It's 8. There's 8 in there. Dot. Let's pick another color. Should we try that? We'll try this one. Yeah. So now I'm on my third shell. So I've got 8 on there. So I put 8 dot. And then finally on my last shell, I've only got here. I've only got 2. So I have to be careful. 2. So my electronic configuration for calcium is 2.8.2. 2.8.8.2. And they add up to this 20. Now, what will it be for this? So what will it be for neon? So I've got 2 on the first one, dot, and 8 on the next one, dot. What about the next one? This one, I've got 2 on the first shell. I've got 2, 4, 6 on the next shell, so it's 2.6. What about this last one here, carbon? I've got 2 on the first one, 2 dot, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you go. And that's all it is. So if you can do that, you're on your way. Easy marks to be picked up. Right, done. That was a long one.